And the world falling head over heels for my Fordham Rams.
Up and over. That Vince Skeleton.
It's Around the Horn, the show of competitive banter. Here's Tony Reali.
Endless glory for my Fordham Rams for this play. Chris Walker, the rip. Brian Kaneki, the flip. My main man, Greg Caserta from WFUV with the call. I don't want to overstate this, but except for the first time I beat Zelda and Dave's walk-off grand slam yesterday, this is the greatest moment of my life. What play was better for you, Mariotti?
And the pitch to Walker. Line drive, center field, falling fast. It's a base hit. Matt De Silva scores the leading run. Here comes another. That's McSherry rounding third, coming to the plate and diving over home and safe. Unbelievable, Brian Kaneki. A circus slide over home plate. A clean leap over the catcher, James Beck. A tilt-a-whirl. He touched down home with his right hand. A low throw from the shortstop, Kapowski, picked out of the dirt by Beck. And Brian Kaneki showing some ups. A truly remarkable play.
Alongside Greg Caserta, I'm Sean Aronson, coming to you live from Midway Stadium. And, well, that sound you hear, it's the clock ticking. And unfortunately for the St. Paul Saints, that is not good news because there are 22 games left in the season as of today. And they need to run off a winning streak like they did a couple of weeks ago when they won 15 out of 17 if they hope to make the playoffs.
Well, Sean, I said during the postgame show last night, you're getting to the middle of the month, and as you said, running out of chances. Starting today, 5 games back of Winnipeg in the wild card hunt with Fargo-Moorhead's win last night. The Saints are now 10 games back in the division, so really playing for one race right now and a chance to try and gain some ground here tonight in the second game of this 3-game series.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
For the first time all year, you're really hearing the desperation in George Samus's voice. Finally, a note of concern on his part. We have not heard or seen that from him all season long, and I think tonight it was the longest he's taken to fill out a lineup card, maybe trying to get a message out there that if one guy isn't doing the job, I'll find somebody who can and put him in the lineup instead. Well, you're looking at the game summary. Jose Hernandez with an RBI double in the second, and then Amarillo getting it back. Leadoff single from Harrison Kane in the third. A scoring fly ball from Garrett Raul tied it at 1. And the go-ahead blow, the single down the left field line from Buschini, that made it 2-1. That's where we stand now. Greg Caserta welcoming you back inside of Midway Stadium in St. Paul as we go to the 4th. And it'll be up to Joe Spears now. And boy, would this really be a bruise to the Saints' side. Tying run moves to third with nobody out. A Garabedian strikeout, a Rappaport pop out. And it's up to Spears here, with the Saints down by 1. Up and in for ball 1. Spears singled in the third. Grounded out to first in the first. Lines one into center field, and this will tie the ball game. Sat on a fastball, drove it back up the box, and the Saints have tied it at 2. Lackey missed the spot. Arliss set up outside. That fastball with that 2-seam movement came in, and Spears turned on it to tie it up at 2. Runner goes, called a strike, throw to second. Not in time. Groans and moans from the fans, but it certainly appeared as if Buschini slid behind the tag of Spears, and now the two of them will exchange words. Great throw from Garabedian. And yeah, he got that left foot in, slipped off the bag, but came back down. Spears looked back behind second base to try and flip it to Krause, but first base umpire Mike Newbeck made the proper call. And the Sox once again have a runner in scoring position. Fastball gets behind Garabedian and gets all the way back behind home plate. And after the Saints benefited from Lackey's wild pitch and a pass ball in the bottom of the 5th, Hurst allows Buschini to move to third. Hurst's third wild pitch. Laid on a fastball, 1-2. Final game of this 3-game series tomorrow at 1:05. Luke Anderson for the Saints. And Cliff Springston, who is the tentative starter for today's game, pushed back to tomorrow. 1-2. Curveball inside. Seen Hurst try and go with that as a put-away pitch, but hasn't really come to fruition much yet. "77 pitches for Hurst, with the Saints infield drawn in. That'll be deep enough to score the run. Rappaport going back, makes the catch on the run. And tagging from third is Buschini to make it 3-2 Amarillo.